All right, so I've had the urge or the pull or inspiration to talk about dun 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 sexuality. Something I really didn't think much of most of my life. Let's see, my sexuality and sexuality in general. See, I grew up, boys are blue, girls are pink. You grow up in this kind of environment. Not everyone grows up in a different environment. Boys act a certain way, girls, and it really becomes you. If you would fight someone about it, when depends on what kind of personality you are. But anyway, and then you say 30, 35, 40 years go by, 25, 30, 45 years go by, depending on who you are, and you start to learn about yourself, to experience what sexuality actually is, and you can look back in your past as a little kid and realize you were just going through the motions and being brainwashed and blah blah blah. But you find your way through the cracks, and it's a very dynamic and weird thing. Sexuality, everyone's different preferences, and everyone's out here in the same bucket, just mixing around with each other, and no one really knowing where everyone's at in their sexuality game. Me, you know, straight as can be for the longest time. I'm still straight as can be, but this is for the story. Don't get too excited. Straight as can be for the longest time. Never even looking at my sexuality as something to even explore. Really, I knew who I was. I knew the kind of women I liked, and blah 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 blah. I also can tell, which is what made me, as I get a little older, I didn't think about this. I was young, probably didn't even notice it. As I got a little older, probably at least early 20s, maybe 18 to 23. I'm just throwing numbers out there. I don't know. I have to realize I could tell if guys are hot too. I didn't think about it too much, but the older I got, the more I thought, well, maybe I'm bi. I don't really want to think about that though, because I had the belief systems that wasn't really correct. I had pretty loose belief systems now, not like or some people, but it was still like, yeah, I don't really want to think about that. It can't be. But I thought about it, and the older you get, the more you have life experience that teaches you to critically think better, and I would really think about like, huh. But the more I thought about it, I was a little confused. By the time I get down to the dick and balls, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I could never imagine any guy's dick and balls near me. Barely handle my fucking own. You know what I mean? Which is so I was like, I don't think I'm bi. So no, every angle I would try to explore this, like, nope, don't think it's possible. Now, there was a range of life where I was not confused, but undecided on the subject, so. And there's a range of life where I was a very heavy drinker. People would say I was an alcoholic. I wouldn't say that, but that's just my beliefs. That's for anyone's interpretation. I drank a lot. But who knows what happened when inhibitions completely got shut off and I was blackout drunk? Who knows? But as far as I know, I haven't had too many experiences physically that let me know that I wasn't bi or gay. Some that I remember. But mostly, I just can't do a dick and balls. Anyway, enough of that. It's just, ugh. so I scratched being bi and being gay. I just think I'm a guy who's open enough and with their sexuality now to tell if other guys are hot or not to my standards. Now, that's as far as that goes, as far as I can tell. Because there's something about a woman's body. You just can't beat it. You can't beat it. The curves. I mean, I've never looked at you can look at a nice guy's body, like, he works out, he looks like a superhero, or he's chiseled. God damn, it's just, yeah. But if you look at a nice female body, one that really is embodying the goddess, looking fucking fine, just what you want, whatever your preferences are. The jiggle's just right, the muscle tone is just right, just the amount of muscle, just a right amount of curves. Whatever, the hair is right, the neck and collarbone area is right. It's got that regal pose. Anyway, describing my shit. Let me just it's just right. It's better than the guy's body. You know, put two equal bodies up. Something about the feet. And so, anyway, here is where I'm at now, and it's to show you the dynamicness of sexuality. So I went through all those phases of just being a rigid, I'm just a straight ass guy, you know what I mean? To curious and what the fuck am I? Because I had all this stuff I could tell, very aware of hotnesses. And, must be straight, but just open, blah blah. But here's where I am now. Now this is not exactly right. It's an analogy. Seriously. So don't be like, this is exactly what he is. This is is a way for me to explain it. That makes me understand more. I am a 7-3 feminine, masculine energy. A strong feminine energy, actually. Some may say the Empress of Empresses. Either way, it's so strong. It is almost a masculine energy, but no, it's feminine energy, and my masculine energy is there. They're both divine and balanced, but I am in a masculine body. I think of myself more of a lesbian in a masculine, superfine masculine frame, because the masculine frame needs to be there to balance out how much of a fucking empress I am. The 3-7 is not enough. We need that math. Anyway, that's the way I'm looking at it now. But remember, it's not really what is going on. But it's a way for me to explain it that to me is kind of close. So yeah, I like the women. I do. I kind of get by on that. It makes me laugh every time I think of that. Let us sneak in there. Oh, let me stop. But sexuality is very, very dynamic. And that's just me and through my life and where I am now. 10 years from now, I might have a different take on it. Another way to explain it, a better way. But imagine everyone else out there. All the ways that they think about their sexuality or don't think about it at all. They're just fucking out there raw, running it. No pun intended. Anyway. It's very interesting to me. Very interesting to me. So if you want to know, that's pretty much how I take myself now. I like a good looking woman, I'm going to tell you. A good looking woman. But I noticed that I have a little bit of feminine softness to me at times. I notice the way my stance is at times, the way I sit. But it's not. But I'm like a paradox because I don't really look. What's the word? Is androgynous the word? I don't think it is. Or I do. But not in the conventional sense. I just look normal to me. But that's my own perspective. No, that's not the right word. Androgynous is not really the word I'm looking for. Ambiguous? I look kind of ambiguous, like you can't maybe tell. But then the way I walk might be a little... It's just because I'm like a girl riding in a masculine robot. It's fucking great. Oh, but I'm straight, I gotta tell people. I can't tell them I tell them I'm straight. I'm a fucking guy, hot ass guy, obviously, who likes girls. So I'm straight. What else am I gonna say?